All right, everybody, welcome to Power Rangers Jungle Beasts, Episode 3. We are joined by some of the team. We have David, Claire, and Bonker here. We
Uh-oh.
are currently missing Gary because of some school stuff, and we are missing Timmy's player because of no reason in particular. So, yeah, I don't exactly know what that is. Hopefully that gets sorted out, and hopefully he shows up. Until then, we're gonna have Matty control his character in combat, and he's just not gonna actually participate in any kind of roleplay stuff.
Listen, guys, he had a really fun night last night, and he's kind of struggle busing this morning.
There you go. So guys, why don't you quickly introduce yourself, and I will set the stage for what happened last time in case anyone doesn't remember, and what we're up to right now.
I'll go first. Hey team, I'm Maddie. You can find me on the internet at Science Side Up. I do science communication things periodically. And you can also find me DMing on Wednesday nights. That is not this every other Wednesday night, but the other every other Wednesday night at the same time, but on Cheshire Vic's channel. I GM Guns, Magic, and Steel, a D&D 5th edition actual play show, where our lovely GM for Power Rangers here, Dapper Dino, plays.
That's me.
TD Lane plays, and he's our player who's out tonight because he's dealing with school finals stuff. So that's school the like academic schedule is, I think, one of the banes in this side of scheduling for a group with like half of us in grad school or undergrad. Anyway, so that's a great time, and I'm happy to be here. I'm playing Claire Masters, your a biology nerd Blue Ranger, who's real excited to get to spend some time with the fancy computers and studying extinct and extant animals.
All right.
Extant.
Let's go to David.
My name is Casey. I play David Dran. I am the Black Cayman Ranger, the police officer looking for his sister who has disappeared to the deeps of the jungle.
Okay. And let's get Bonker in here.
Hello, I'm Bonker, the battle over now combat efficiency robot. A human named Smitty in another dimension thinks he controls my actions, but that's just coincidentally that it matches up. And I will try to hit things with my stick if I can.
That sounds good. All right, so as we said, usually TD and the George said are here, but TD bothered to let me know, and the George said didn't. So, and the George said is officially on thin ice, but that's okay.
Dun.
Hey, push comes to shove, we've already replaced the Yellow Ranger once, right?
The Yellow Ranger, the red shirt of this game.
Seriously, it's like being a drummer in a rock band.
Replaceable?
Very
Okay.
apparently. Or at least something you need to replace pretty often, so you have to treat it as replaceable.
I see.
All right, so guys, first things first. Go through what happened last time. So we had you guys first met up, well, without Timmy, and you were investigating a flyby of an apparent alien ship, which is unusual. You know that aliens exist, but there weren't supposed to be any around there. And you found some aliens doing suspicious stuff. A Red Ranger appeared. A battle ensued in which you guys were targeted by the alien as well as a team of presumably evil Power Rangers. It did not go too well for you guys. And then a big feathery snake appeared. There was an explosion. And you ended up meeting your mentor after getting your powers and having explained to you that he was monitoring these grid crystals and he was developing his own ranger program because there was, increasing signs that there might be someone coming after them. Turns out someone did. So it's a good thing he got that ranger program going, although you guys were probably not his first choices because he hadn't really been looking. Although he had already had Bonker shipped in, and customized as his Red Ranger from Hartford Robotics.
Hartford Robotics.
That's right. But let's see. Then the next, very soon after, there was a monster attack in Manaus, which is a city in Brazil. You guys, your monitoring station, which is our command center, is in Manaus, and it was the Mapinguari, which I don't know if anyone looked it up. It is in fact a traditional cryptid from the Amazon that I statted up for Power Rangers RPG and made it some art for. Some wonderful, horrifying art.
Yeah. Toothy vagina monster.
Yes, it was. That is accurate.
Yeah.
So you guys encountered Timmy, who was mind controlled by the Mapinguari, and when he decided to teleport back with you guys to the city to help find his dad, turns out that the Morphin Grid had chosen him to be the Yellow Ranger, and he morphed with you guys. Of course, he was then quickly knocked out in the fight, so who knows, maybe he wasn't the best choice.
He gets knocked out, and the Morphin Grid's like, "Nah, pick somebody else."
Okay, so after that, you guys received a transmission from the alien telling you that he was going to be searching out these grid crystals, and any interference would be met with swift and severe violence. So don't do it. However, Zelkar, your mentor, was pretty sure that this constituted the crystals falling into the wrong hands, so you're probably going to have to stop that. So, where we are now is it has been a few weeks. You guys have been largely untargeted by attacks, and it seems you're not sure exactly why. However, what Zelkar has had you doing is going around placing small monitoring devices in places where he thinks it's possible that the grid crystals may have ended up, because those places seem to be relatively strong in Morphin Grid energy. He thinks his hypothesis is that maybe they've been attracted to those areas.
Okay.
Yeah. So, over the course of that time, two of you have been able to work on weapon upgrade options. So first we have Bunker, who wants to add a fire damage type to his power staff, if I remember correctly.
Ow.
Yes, correct.
Yes. Okay. Well, as it turns out, that is a standard upgrade, so you do not need to roll for it. However, David has been working on crafting a new weapon, which I think we're going to save the actual description of it until it comes into play, especially in case he fails the roll. Now, this is actually going to be a limited weapon, and so this is how we're doing weapon acquisition and weapon upgrades. If the weapon upgrade, or the new weapon is powerful enough, there is a tech check. So what I want you to do right now, David, is roll a tech. So that's going to be Smarts Tech. Your difficulty is 10.
Okay, I'm going to roll the technology button. Here I go. Clickety click. Let's see what it gets.
Good luck.
Yes, sir. Difficulty 10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, normal, and click. Yeah!
There you go. You got it. So there we go.
Dang, that was a good roll. I don't usually get those.
So basically, guys, anytime that there's enough time between, our actual adventures or quests or whatever you want to call them, episodes, you guys can work on getting weapon upgrades and things like that. If you'd like, you don't have to. So yeah, we're gonna just talk about this as it'll be a bit of a surprise. You guys know that David's been off in a lab working on some kind of cool thing, but keeps telling you, don't worry about it. It's gonna be a surprise. You're gonna love it, and you're just like, all right, fine, guy, I guess, whatever. Sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's actually ask our rangers, Spitty. What are some of the places you've been to put some monitoring things down? Like, what countries have you ended up in? Could be anywhere in the world.
Oh, all the ones in South America.
You've been to every South American country.
Good God.
Yes.
Are you sure you're not the Yellow Ranger? You're pretty fast.
I am pretty fast, actually.
Okay. Well, how about you pick your two favorite?
Two favorite.
Besides Brazil, because you guys are already there.
Okay. How about Argentina.
Okay.
And Ecuador.
Okay. Which, by the way, the equator does not run through Ecuador. Very poorly named country.
Strange.
Wait, yes, it does. I've been there.
Wait, does it? I thought it didn't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna double check.
I was pretty sure that it did, actually.
Yeah, it totally does. I've stood on the equator in Ecuador.
I thought it didn't.
Oh, you're very well traveled.
Oh no, it does. It just goes right to the northern section. I'm an idiot.
Yep. Yeah.
I always like it when I know something that Dapper doesn't.
It doesn't happen. You gotta get those wins.
Yeah, I mean they don't happen all that often, right?
Mm-mm.
I haven't been keeping track, luckily for you.
Ooh. Fighting words.
This guy.
But it also goes through Gabon, which someone didn't know how to say, but it wasn't anyone here. It was Chesh. She didn't know how to say.
Yeah.
She kept saying
Yeah.
Gavin. Kept saying Gavin.
Yeah.
I was like, no, it's not Gavin.
No, that was
Chesh
me.
Oh, was it
Dapper.
you? Oh, darn.
That was
Well, there you
me.
go. See, now I got one
I
on you.
can't. Yeah, no, I can't because I can't pronounce. I'm gonna guess French.
Yeah. I believe it is ultimately French. Anyway.
So it's like Gabon.
Okay, so Smitty, where have you been? Give me a couple of your favorite 2 countries that you've been to.
Didn't we just do that?
Countries, huh?
Smitty, go, David. You're up next.
There are a lot of places in Africa.
You can
So
pick
I'm not gonna,
2.
So I'm not going to choose Africa.
Okay.
Because there's too many. I will pick... Said country?
Yeah.
All right. How about...
If it's a really, really big country and you want to pick a spot in it, it's okay.
How about... Well, okay.
Like, if you pick the Seychelles, I'm not going to ask you where, but if you pick, like, China, I might ask you where.
How about Japan?
Okay.
Tokyo and... let me see. Where's another really well-populated area in Japan?
Hokkaido.
Hokkaido. That's a good one.
Osaka.
Osaka's a good one. I'll go with Osaka, and I'll go with the capital.
Tokyo and Osaka.
Tokyo and Osaka. Yeah.
All right.
I dropped something. Whoops.
That's okay.
I
Let's see. Maddie, where's Claire going off to?
I think because Claire speaks all the languages, not
Yes.
all of them, but she speaks like 9. So
That's
I think she is actually going to head to China.
Big place.
Yeah, which is a big place, and so she's gonna spend some time in Shanghai and some time in like the northwestern part, like in
Over near Mongolia?
Yeah, so like Kashgar or Kashi, however you pronounce.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's according to this map I just pulled up, a major city in
there you go.
In the northwestern, like about as northwestern as you can get, and be in China. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Timmy's been to a few places too, but apparently he's fallen mute or something, so he's not talking to us.
Mm-hmm.
However, while you guys are working on this, and you guys have just finished your upgrades and whatnot, Gary was already off to Egypt to place a sensor, and he has not checked in yet. And he should have checked in by now.
Ooh.
That's bad.
So if it's like, what time of day is it?
So it is pretty late here, and it's going to be like early morning over in Egypt.
Okay.
I'm not giving you actual times because I don't remember the time difference between Manaus and like Cairo, so sorry guys.
That's fair. So Claire, I think, has spent. Well, let's go as she just got back from her latest information finding mission from China, and comes back with snacks for everybody. She brought back like a bao bun for everybody for dinner.
Nice.
Oh, he eats that thing like it's candy.
Because they are.
And by the way, you guys you're in the monitoring station generally, so we got the Zelkar picture up.
Dave looks very tired.
And she kind of looks around to see if everybody else is back from, adventures. And has anybody heard from?
Gary?
God, I'm sorry, Gary. Sorry, I was like TD Lane. Gary, nailed it.
Not a word. I'm sorry to say.
Huh, he's been gone a while.
Maybe we should check into that.
I've received no communications.
Zilkar says he is several hours overdue.
Okay.
I don't like it.
So I just try my communication wrist device.
Boop, 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 boop.
Boop. Yes.
So I'm assuming that you're all in the main chamber here of our monitoring station, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So on one of the computer consoles, because there's 6 computer consoles in there, a little amber error light pops up.
Hey, Bonker, what does the amber error mean? I haven't seen that one before.
I'm unfamiliar with any units named Amber.
No,
Maybe I could just read it.
Yeah, what's the label say?
So the label says unable to connect to you, and then it gives Gary's username. He's not just not picking up; he's not connected.
Okay, so I ask aloud, is it possible for these to not have service? Do we have dead zones? I don't really know how all this works yet.
Could a sandstorm perhaps interfere with the electrical signaling?
A sandstorm would be very unlikely. However, a sufficient amount of metal or stone or distance could possibly render these inoperable, although they should have a global reach, barring anything like that. I do have relays that you guys have been helping place, which should extend the reach globally, but like I said, if there's any significant amount of rock or metal, or there could also be grid energy interference.
I don't like it at all.
So he hypothetically could be trapped inside the Great Pyramid.
That is possible. Although
I think
it does seem unlikely.
Yeah.
Is it bad that I'm hoping he's trapped inside a pyramid?
A little bit.
Yes.
Well, look, if he's trapped, that's a good place for you to hope he's trapped.
Well, it is it is a place that frequently has visitors from the public, which makes it seem unlikely that trapped. It's also one of the most researched archaeological sites in Egypt.
So he's probably in one of the more obscure lost pyramids.
It also doesn't have to be a pyramid. He could not be on Earth. He could be just underground.
Some sort of space pyramid.
Trapped in deep in some jail with lots of metal.
Let's not make assumptions until we get there and assess the situation.
Think a deep sea pyramid, maybe.
I think we got to go on a field trip, team.
Whatever pyramid
he's
in, we'll find it.
We must go save our companion.
All right, I will access the data on his last known location. All right, I'll send you there. You may not want to go morphed. We're not sure what's waiting for us there, and it may be that simply teleporting in morphed may raise more alarms than need to be.
Waiting transport.
All right, so you guys get up onto the little teleporter thing, and a little flash of light occurs in everybody's color, and zap! You land early morning, and there's a river, and in front of you it falls off a little cliff, making a not too big of a waterfall. There's waterfall. You're in what looks like an oasis in Egypt.
Okay.
And there is a town off on one side, and on the other there is what looks like a bunch of tents and camps. And there's a bunch of people wandering around with things like shovels and picks, and everyone seems to be dressed kind of like a cross between like a 18th century British explorer and Indiana Jones.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
It looks like they're already trying to find Gary for us.
Okay.
Why
Yes.
are they dressed like a movie set? Is this
Ooh.
just a movie set?
You don't. Well, I mean, take an alertness check to see if you
Okay.
notice any.
Is this just a movie set? That is the question that I am in fact asking.
Fair enough.
For
Good
real.
question. It is a good question.
Okay.
I mean, is there like someone with a bunch of like studio level cameras and equipment around us?
Not that you notice without an alertness check.
Well, I'm not gonna worry about it then.
Okay, sorry. Rolled.
So you do actually see some camera equipment, but none of it looks like it would be sufficient for like a Hollywood budget or even most like independent film studio type things. This
Okay.
looks like it's probably people documenting their own activities.
Okay. Do I see? I don't see Gary anywhere, or
No.
can I go? How charismatic am I? Ooh, okay, not terrible. Can I just? Okay, I want to look for someone who, like doesn't look like they're super busy. That and ask them like, "Hey, man, what's going on here? What are y'all doing?"
Well, there is one person who it's like most people are bussing around carrying stuff and doing things, but there's one person who it seems to just be doing a bunch of paperwork.
Okay, yeah, I'll go bother them.
Okay, so you come up to a woman with sort of mousy hair that goes down to about her shoulders. It's somewhat curly, and she looks
Mhm.
very absorbed in reading whatever the heck it is that she's reading.
Hmm. Can I tell what she's reading without like fully approaching?
Sure, give me another alertness check.
Okay. Alertness. Haha.
All right. So it seems to be a bunch of various things like paperwork and reports in English, German, and Arabic.
Oh, I don't speak Arabic.
And yet we're in Egypt.
Okay.
Does
listen,
anyone
I picked-
speak Arabic?
No.
Not me.
Okay.
I speak French and German though.
Well, I mean, maybe the German will help.
Okay.
I walk over
What-
to the rest of the group and say, perhaps we should start at the U.S. Embassy.
I don't know if there's going to be a U.S. embassy here. Are we at like
Yeah,
an oasis?
In Cairo? You're
Oh,
definitely,
this is in Cairo.
you're definitely not in Cairo.
Oh, we're not in Cairo.
But the
Okay.
U.S. Embassy is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also, are you all even Americans?
I am.
Yes, I am.
I don't know where Hartford Robotics is based.
It is
If it's
technically in the United States, but being a robot, I don't think technically you count as a citizen of the United States.
Oh, well, that's racist.
I don't disagree. But you know what? The Power Rangers universe has a history of bigotry towards robots from multiple sides.
It's all because of that damn Machine Empire. They ruined it for everybody.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong about that. All right, so would you?
Okay, so
you just
I would
wanna-
like to go up to the woman and be all like, I am so sorry to bother you. We are looking for a friend of ours who I think was here earlier today.
Give a general
Uh,
description of the individual.
And you're going for English on this one?
I'll start with English, and if that doesn't work, I will, like, if it doesn't look like she pays attention, I'll jump to French next and then German.
Okay. Well, she looks up and she says, "Oh, hi there. Who are you now?"
Oh, crap.
This is in English?
Yeah.
Like, my name's Claire, looking for a friend of mine named Gary. You haven't seen him around, have you?
Gary
Oh.
Ford. We're looking for a Gary Ford.
Gary Ford, huh? Well, first, come on in. Let's get some lemonade. I don't know if we have a Gary Ford here. What does he do? Do you know if he actually works for the dig?
He doesn't work for the dig. I just know that he
Oh.
was out here earlier today. Is this it? Are you guys doing it in like an archaeological dig? Is that what's up?
We are. My name's Dr. Miller, but you know what? Just call me Helen. It's fine.
Hi, Helen. What is Helen wearing?
So Helen is wearing she has these pants that have a whole bunch of pockets. She's basically got like cargo pants on. They're
Okay.
they're fairly loose, and all the pockets seem stuffed with random bits. There's chisels, there's tiny little picks, there's hammers, mallets,
Okay.
various kinds of tools. But she's also wearing a light like linen shirt that is very breezy because it's hot.
Okay. So
And she has a big brimmed hat on to keep the sun off her face.
The sun off. Okay. But they don't look like they look like modern, just appropriate for the heat.
Yeah. I mean, it does not look like you've gone back in time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like no one's wearing monocles and bowler hats and big handlebar mustaches or like weird bodices or anything.
Okay. I would. Well, thank you so much for your help. Do you think we could ask around and see if anybody'd seen him?
Well, was he a tourist? How did he get here? Why do you think he's here?
He's a tourist / real amateur interest in archaeology. Wouldn't have passed up the opportunity to see a dig site.
Oh, well, how do you even know about this one? This one's a pretty new one.
The internet?
Oh. I didn't think we were making this one public yet.
You're not.
Well,
but it still showed up on the dark web.
Oh, the dark web. I've heard of that one.
Mm-hmm. Full of amateur archaeologists, enthusiasts.
Yeah.
I thought it was full of heroin sales.
I mean,
that's
a part of it, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a lot of that.
That's a pretty
dose.
That's a pretty strange combination.
Yeah, apparently on the dark web, some information gets leaked that's not supposed to, and this happened to be one of them. But
is that like that WikiLeaks thing?
Yes, except more dangerous.
See, I don't keep up with all that stuff because I'm busy doing archaeology.
Well, that's fine, but
I'm the head of this
we're just
dig.
here to look for our friend.
You know how hard it is to get to be head of the dig?
No.
It's quite an accomplishment. What's your name?
Helen Miller.
Helen, I'm sorry, you said that earlier.
PhD.
Hi, Dr.
Egyptology.
Miller?
There's not that many Egyptologists out there.
Well, you're one of them.
It's true.
In Egypt?
Actually, even in Egypt, yeah.
There's
a Ministry of Antiquities, but like they're not like well staffed, you know.
You know, I'm always saying we don't fund our humanities departments well enough.
You know,
I don't know anything about this dig site, as a matter of fact. Well, what are you doing here? I'm just looking for a friend.
Well, so this is the Fayum New Discovery Tomb dig site. It's got a much longer title in Arabic, but I don't think any of you speak it, so don't worry about that.
No. Okay.
But also, you should pick up a little bit of Arabic if you're going to be hanging around in Egypt, especially if you're looking for a lost friend.
Yeah, we just got here. We didn't really think this through. We just wanted to find our friend.
We were supposed to meet with him and don't know where he's gotten to.
We just assumed everybody in other countries speak English already.
I
would like to mutter under my breath in like Mandarin. No, we do not. But
what was that, honey?
Do you not? Just a little bit of Mandarin.
Oh, are you sure your friend isn't in China?
I'm sure. That's where I was coming from.
You came all the way from China to Egypt?
Well, I mean, like, not instantaneously. That would be crazy. On a bit of a
You're like
I
you're a
poke
Power
you in
Ranger
the
or something with all the
I,
teleporting around.
I poked you
tour.
in the chest with my elbow. It's like, shut up.
I'm just saying, it is useful to speak other languages. Arabic just happens to not be one of the ones I speak.
She has a bit of
Oh, okay.
ADHD. Don't mind her. She's a bit rambling. Do you have any idea where we can start looking for our friend in this vast wilderness of sand?
Well, okay. Let's go somewhere where we can talk, because if your friend's here on a non-disclosed dig site that hasn't been open to the public yet, could get in a little bit of trouble. Now, if he hasn't disturbed anything, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it, but someone else might. So let's go someplace a little bit more out of the way.
Right.
So she leads you off to like behind a rock that's near the campsite, and
Okay.
she says, "All right, so here's the thing. I haven't actually gone into the temple yet because we're still studying the exterior. But last time we went in, every time we got there, there was a big sandstorm. So we're reassessing what the problem is. We're talking to the meteorologist, but the thing is, no one's allowed in there but us. So if your friend is in there, he could be in trouble. Now, like I said, I doubt he's in there destroying anything. If he's a big amateur archaeologist enthusiast, I don't think he's in there defacing stuff or stealing artifacts. Now, if he is, find out. You let me know.
Oh, of course.
Right.
We'll totally tattle on him.
Okay.
I don't say anything. I just leave that alone.
But yeah, if he's there, he really shouldn't be. Because look, here's the thing, right? Everyone's like, oh, there's curses and traps and all these tunes. There really isn't. But there could be crumbly masonry, or there could be scorpions. There's all sorts of things that are actually dangerous. There's not any curses of the mummy gonna come and get you, but still, you gotta be safe. And also, you can't just go rooting around in tombs.
Okay, I use my robotics to
People.
communicate to them through their earpiece. Oh wait, they don't have earpieces
No, they don't.
because we're not morphed. Never mind.
I have a
communicate
radio,
nothing.
but they'd probably pick up on
Oh,
the
I would
radio.
have to speak into that. It wouldn't be very
Yeah,
subtle in front of this
I
person.
know. I know.
All right,
I
so
know.
here's a map to the tomb. Now take a picture, because I can't give it to you. It's property of the
picture.
dig. Okay. So
Okay.
now here's the other thing.
Do we have a
If
camera?
you guys get in trouble,
Phone.
there's not much I can do about that
Oh,
either.
yeah.
So you guys are going to be on your own, and if you're not back here, I'm not going to keep looking for you. But again, if, say, the police find you, that's going to be on you.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I just want to get our friend back.
I certainly hope the police don't find us for their sake.
Well, they don't have a
Don't-
heavy presence here in the Fayum archaeological section, but, like, you know,
I just want to find him.
so
Any lead would help at all.
the Fayum is an oasis,
Yeah.
as
I
I'm
didn't
sure
know that.
you know. But what you might not know, it's one of the earliest human-inhabited areas in the entirety of Egypt.
They don't know that they just started this dig.
Well, so the dig we're looking at looks like it's probably more like early kingdom.
Well,
Because the thing is, the early Fayum cultures didn't have writing, but this thing is covered in hieroglyphics. But they're not
So-
quite as developed
Well,
as they would be by the Middle Kingdom, so we're thinking probably early kingdom. I don't have all of the various determinatives you might expect to see, and, you know, some of the various more later triliteral signs aren't quite there.
okay.
Ha! Maddie doesn't know what half that means, but Claire sure does because she speaks a lot of language.
Do any of them use a writing system similar to hieroglyphics?
I don't know.
See,
Uniform
Mandarin, so Mandarin
they?
does to a certain
Yeah.
extent, so you do know what determinatives are.
Logarithmic
So-
scripts.
Yeah.
In scripts that are either very deficient in terms of expressing insufficient phonetic components, or that are primarily logographic or have some combination, of which the Chinese script is an example. Logograms can help you, determinatives can help you determine what meaning is meant by the phonetic components of a word. So, for instance, Chinese Mandarin has 5 canonical tones that any given syllable can be set in,
Mhm.
and the syllable ma can be used in any of them, and in each tone it has a different meaning. So, for instance, in one tone it means a horse, and that's the basic phonetic component used for all of those signs. and that's usually left without a determinative. But the one that means mother usually has a determinative of a little determinative for woman in it, because it's the ma that sounds like a woman, or that is a woman, which is mother. Egyptian also uses determinatives to help remind you what each word is. So after most words, there will be a sign that doesn't have any phonetic component, but whose pictorial character helps give you which category of word it's in. You do not, however, know what triliterals are.
Okay.
Did you write all that down?
It's in my brain vault.
Maddie is very smart.
I've noticed.
I'll leave it to
I
Maddie.
just don't. I personally know very little about biology and linguistics, and Dapper knows quite a bit about those, and I am playing a character who speaks legitimately 9 languages and is a biology student.
Oh boy.
So I'm enjoying this immensely.
Claire is kind of like me, much more than she is like Maddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only speak 3 languages, so I'm very deficient relative to the rest of the group, I'm sure.
Actually,
I have a gun.
I just recorded a script not that long ago where I said, so I had to read Spanish to figure this out, which I guess is like my 4th language.
Yeah, I saw that.
So. Yeah. Okay. So, would you guys want to do anything before you head out?
Hydrate.
Good
Hydrate.
call. Hydration is a good
Guys,
thing.
I am so sorry. I just got home. Let me get
Hey.
my mic set up. I know I sound like crap right now. Give me 2 minutes. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
All right.
Alrighty.
Yellow is in the
That's an
house.
unexpected surprise.
Yeah.
He jorted us.
I
don't even know what that means, but it sounds bad.
I don't know. It's an expletive. So
I want to lean into David and Claire and say, so yeah, this tomb probably has booby traps. That sandstorm sounds like some sort of automated defense.
I'm not saying this is Power Rangers, but I'm just gonna say it's probably Power Rangers.
Yeah, I mean we are. So.
No,
I
I mean
mean-
this dig site.
Oh yeah.
Everything that comes up in the world is always seems to be related to Power Rangers somehow.
Well,
No,
guys,
I'm a materialist robot, so I
Or
tend to lean
robotics,
towards
yeah.
science instead of magic as
I
an
mean,
explanation.
you're
Although I do know that magic exists in the universe.
yeah, I was gonna say
I
you're a
just-
materialist in a world with known spirits and vampires
talking
and
about-
skeletons.
Look,
Yeah.
that's a loose categorization based on my leanings. Okay, it doesn't mean I'm a fundamentalist.
Okay.
I'm not one of those militant.
As long as we recognize that
materialists.
you're existing in a universe where people can tap into their spirit animals to
Yeah.
perform magical like kung fu attacks.
It's
I
like
mean, we might be
willfully
able to do that
disbelieving in
all
gods
now.
and D&D.
Do I
Right.
sound all right, guys?
Yeah, you sound fine.
You sound fine.
Sound fine.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
I would just like to note that Claire giggled when they said boobies.
Of course she did. Of course she did. Oh,
Booby.
You
Bunker
said
rolled his eyes
traps.
because he doesn't have a good sense of humor.
so you guys do have a chance to prepare. It is still early morning, which means it is still reasonably cool. But then again, you might want to wait till night, depending to avoid the heat of the Egyptian desert. But that's up to you. Either way, you can get water at the dig site, and
Yeah, I drank that stuff.
Hmm.
and they do have some like food that no one is really guarding or anything. So if you want to get like some sandwiches or something, or like a bit of lamb, it's Egypt. There's probably lamb, camel. I don't know.
I mean,
Hmm.
Some type of
I'd-
ungulate to eat.
I leave a meager amount of money down for everything I eat.
I'm a vegan. I just decided.
You're a robot. You don't really need to eat.
Did we determine that?
Yeah, you mostly have like a battery or something. I don't know.
Eats
Uh,
rocks, big old
I mean,
rocks.
I could get chemical energy from it.
Is a
like
rock biter.
a rock fighter. Oh,
Rock
is that from?
Straight out of the Neverending Story. Which, by the way, I want my money back for having seen that because it ended. I'm
do
not
have
still
big, strong
watching it.
hands.
La
I mean,
la la.
But do you know?
Technically, the movie ended, but the story went on.
Oh.
If you remember,
Do you know Deep Roy?
Deep Roy.
Yeah, he's the guy riding the snail.
Oh,
I mean, that's the actor's. Well, that's the actor's stage name.
It's got a big old nose in that movie.
Anyway, so yeah, if there's any other preparations you guys would like to do, you can want to think of anything. Because right
No,
now
I
you
think
only have
mostly
your
just
basic equipment.
You know what? We're doing this the wrong way. We should just be walking around as Power Rangers. We can get so much more stuff done.
Can I store a bunch of water in my body and then feed it to the other Rangers through prophylaxis?
No,
Okay.
Ooh,
you were not built with that function.
can
you
I
didn't take
make
that
sure
upgrade.
we
Future
have.
upgrade.
Claire's got juice boxes, doesn't she?
I do have juice boxes in my fanny pack. Thank you.
Hey, Fanny. Hey, Pack.
These are the Rangers that Morphin Grid picked.
Yeah.
Because I'm a killjoy.
Yep. You should rename yourself that. Anyway, that's what I
I
say
want
to
to make
everybody.
sure
This
we
would
have
go a
things
lot
like.
easier if we were Rangers.
Then let's let Maddie finish that sentence.
I want to make sure we have things like a compass, a like plenty of rope in case like climbing, spelunking, and caltrops. I think
I'm gonna
that's
have
the
a
right
hard
word.
time finding caltrops.
Not caltrops. Sorry, pittons. The thing that you like use for like rock climbing.
Oh, okay, yeah, that might be more reasonable. I was gonna say caltrops
Yeah.
are probably not available.
Forgive
There's
me.
probably enough booby traps there already.
Yeah.
Quick aside.
Oh,
I
Like
was just gonna say-
flashlights, extra batteries, like practical exploring, hiking gear.
okay.
You know, and potentially, could we get our hands on like a signal booster?
That would probably be something you had to talk to Zelkar about, but I want to hear from the Jord real quick.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was just. It's just a quick aside. In another TTRPG, a couple friends of mine played. It was a modern day setting, and we got caltrops by looting a tabletop game store and stealing all of their die 4.
Amazing.
Well, if you can find the store that has all the dice in the Fayum, by all means.
Maybe.
I don't know how easy that'll be. I've never looked into like the prevalence of tabletop gaming in the
In
Fayum.
Egypt.
I'm sure
That
there's
would
plenty of
probably be in there
tabletop
with
gamers
special
in
permissions.
you know, bigger cities, but you're in
Yeah, but
Fayum.
the middle of the desert. Yeah.
Yeah. So
to be fair, these are archaeology nerds, so there's a higher than average chance, I would say.
True, but so it's going to be reasonably easy for you guys if you want to borrow, say, some of those things. You might be able to get some of them from Zelkar. Do remember, you guys do have 4 story points, and one of the uses for story points is that you can get some items that are just happen to be useful for the scene. So if you want some stuff like flashlights, pitons, and some rope, that's fine. You can spend a story point on that. And that would be getting them from Zelkar as opposed to doing the somewhat unrangerly thing of purloining such things.
What we could purloin them though if we wanted to.
Yes, in a series of things like, you know, infiltration checks, and if you fail them, potential ramifications for having tried to steal from the archaeologists.
Yeah, I'm a spec for that, so I think we'll just get it from Zelkar.
Okay, so you guys are now down to 3 story points. So for those of you guys who might not know, story points are a resource that players have as a collective pool. They start out with a number of story points equal to the number of players, and they can be awarded them for particularly good roleplay or certain in-game events. Also for fumbling. Anytime you fumble on a roll, you get a story point. It's sort of a consolation prize. So just make sure you guys mark down that you have 3 story points instead of 4, and you guys can acquire 1 length of rope each, a flashlight each, and a handful of, I don't know, like 5, and as well as a little hammer to drive them in with. To be aware, your ranger uniforms don't have a whole lot of pockets, so
I have a fanny pack.
Shouldn't the human rangers also bring mining helmets? Like, we don't know how stable this structure is.
Sure, if you want to have some little like pith helmets.
There we go.
All right.
My head is made of metal, so.
So, by the way, this is the first part of the thing where I said earlier, for people who might be watching, that I kind of want to redo Operation Overdrive because the concept was fun, but the execution was terrible. So I'm hoping this is becoming the little bit of what Operation Overdrive should have been. For those of you who haven't seen Operation Overdrive, don't bother. It's terrible.
Ah, noted.
It is, in my opinion, the worst season of Power.
Turbo?
No, it's probably worse. Well, okay, look, it's tough to say with Turbo. But the
They had
acting was
freaking Ewok little dude things.
yeah,
Well,
only on
Turbo-
the only for the movie and
Turbo
like
had
one
Justin,
episode.
so that was pretty. He was pretty
okay.
cool.
Yeah, no, he wasn't.
He was the best part of it.
I will say the acting from the other Rangers was better than in Operation Overdrive.
Ooh, damn.
So, yeah. Also,
That's bad.
none of the Turbo Rangers were actual real life thieves, unlike one of the Operation Overdrive Rangers.
Wow.
Yeah, he stole
Hey,
from
then.
a kid's charity.
Ew.
Not like the
Ew.
noble kind of thief.
Yeah, now it wasn't the money, but it was their
Gross.
like he was there with some other like Power Ranger actors to do a kids charity thing, and they had a big banner up, and he stole the banner.
Ew.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's not what do you need it for.
Cody.
it's now just his decoration, I guess. He was like,
Yeah,
well,
okay.
you know, they're welcoming me, so I guess
Wasn't
this
like
is
an
my
emergency.
banner now. Just yoink.
This is mine.
Yep. So yeah, for those reasons, Turbo still gets the better. Anyway, so yeah, you guys can get some pith helmets to help protect you against getting bonked on the head by falling rocks, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So what time of day would you guys like to set out? As soon as possible? You want to wait for evening? What are you going to do?
Creepy.
Yeah, I think we should probably wait till evening. It's just, I don't think it's a good idea to be walking through the desert at high sun time, you know?
Fair.
High sun time. I guess that's called day.
Yes.
Or noon, more specifically.
Yeah. So can we head out like once the heat breaks? So
Yep.
you know,
Great.
early evening.
Yeah, so
Kinda.
during the early evening, it'll actually end up being just after sundown.
Okay.
The heat starts to come down into the more reasonable ranges of like from, you know, like 42, 43 Celsius down into like, you know, the 30s. Down a little bit.
Yeah.
And so you start approaching, and the map has a spot marked out as the side of a mesa. It's some way into the
Okay.
desert.
All right.
So as you're going, the wind seems to be picking up. And there seems like it, as you keep going, it gets stronger and stronger. You start having to cover your faces so that they don't get stung by, you know, sand blowing in. And you start having to cover your eyes a little bit in the direction of the wind, putting one hand up there so that, you don't get stung in the eye by all the sand. And I would like everyone to take alertness checks.
Alertness
Sure.
checks. Oh no. My only weakness, rolling.
Nebulan asks in the chat where Bede is to complain about Dino Fury. Yeah.
Oh. There ain't none to be seen.
That is not a very good roll.
There is nothing to be seen.
Ooh, good roll, Smitty. And okay, there's and Claire, was your 20 the one that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was-
So Claire and Smitty both hear what sounds like whispers on the wind in a language that they don't understand, but sounds like it might be Arabic, but they're not sure. Maybe you only think that because you're in Egypt and that's the most common language there.
But it doesn't sound like any language that I know.
It does not.
Okay.
But it does sound like a language you feel like you've heard before. You're not sure if that's actually true. Unless I'm missing something. What languages do you speak again? Because it is 9 of them.
It is 9 of them. Hold on. Okay, so English, Spanish, Mandarin,
No.
French,
No.
German,
No.
like Brazilian Portuguese.
Okay, no.
I think I also speak regular Portuguese.
We call
And
that
Latin.
European, but okay. No, none of those.
European.
Latin.
I'm a PM.
It is
That might
not
be
Latin.
it. That's only 8, but
What's your smarts?
My smarts is 7. So
It should be 8 then.
She's
Okay.
smart.
Do 1 for smarts and that you started with, and then on top of that, your native language.
native language. Okay.
So yeah, it's none of those. The closest thing it sounds like is maybe Arabic, but you're not actually very sure that it's Arabic.
Okay.
Anyone want to do anything?
Creepy whispers on the wind.
Yeah.
Can we tell like are they coming
You
from all
can.
directions or is it like
can't
coming
hear.
from a specific direction?
Whenever you hear it, you tend to hear it from the direction the wind is coming from.
Okay.
This storm is very dense. We have to get out of it soon. Move faster.
Yeah. Look out for ghosts, I guess.
What do you mean?
Can't you hear the creepy whispers?
All I hear is the wind.
Okay.
I say we go towards the voice. That's a clue.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we need to go towards the wind.
Wait.
Oh, it's not
You want to
direction.
walk? You want to walk toward the creepy voice on the wind in the desert?
Yes,
Sure do.
we have nothing to fear. We are the Power Rangers.
I'm a robot that doesn't watch horror movies.
This
I
isn't
sure
horror
have
movies.
this.
This is real life.
I don't watch human fantasy entertainment. I'm very
This is real
bland.
life in which we are the Power Rangers.
Yes.
For your characters,
Exactly.
that is accurate. Yes.
Power Rangers
Listen.
don't fear. Power Rangers do.
This is real life. There's much more scary things to be worried about than like Jason Voorhees.
That's fair.
Dr. Helen
I'm pretty
said
sure
the
I could
wind.
take Jason Voorhees.
Dr. Helen said every time they got close, a sandstorm picked up.
Here we are.
I think we got to keep going,
Yeah. Sounds good.
Oh, that definitely sounds like a defense mechanism then. Trying
right?
to scare people off.
Yeah.
This is some Scooby-Doo shit.
Well, between being left alone in the desert and walking towards a creepy voice, I guess I'll follow you guys. But
Okay.
remember, if I die, I warned you.
You die. You won't die. We'll protect you.
Preemptive, I told you so, just in case I'm not able to say it later.
Just
You guys
keep
have been
moving.
doing some good RP. I'm going to give you a story point for all that.
Thanks.
Just keep moving.
Okay.
You're a kind and benevolent GM.
Thank you. Well, sometimes. Wait till you
So I
guys.
think we keep pressing forward.
Yeah, I was say you guys probably aren't going to finish this whole scenario today, but wait till you get there. It'll be quite a thing.
Okay.
I don't know my life.
Okay, so, you're not exactly sure how close you are to the tomb because at this point visibility is low. However, you've been walking and you feel like you're probably somewhere around halfway there, and the compass heading has been staying pretty steady. So, unless there's been some weird subtle electromagnetic thing going on, probably going the right way. But as you're starting to wonder, are we sure we're going the right way? It's starting to get a little iffy. Suddenly, the wind dies down, but only right around you. The sand seems to be forming like a pocket around you. And then from in front of you steps a hooded figure who you can't really make out very well in the what dim light there is here at night. And that's where we're going to take an intermission.
Aww.
So, yep, we're going to be back in just a few minutes. We're going to have the intermission up. And, yeah, be a chance for everyone to do any kind of biology breaks if they need or get any beverages or snacks. So, please stay tuned. We will be right back. We are back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. All right, guys. So, you guys have just been approached by a hooded figure who we cut for because cliffhangers where you should do things like breaks so that way people don't leave. They want to stay and see what happens next. So, what happens next is he says, Ya mutajawilun manantun.
Yeah, I speak English. Sorry.
Can I cycle through every language I know and say hello?
Yeah, he says, English will work.
What an American thing to go to Egypt and tell an ancient spirit to speak English.
I didn't. I said I speak English.
Well,
In our defense, everybody we've met so far has spoken English, just as I predicted.
I've bothered to learn the language of all the various invaders.
Well,
Okay.
you'll find no invaders here today.
You speak the language of one.
Well,
Look, I'm
expected.
only American by heritage, okay?
We are here looking for a friend of ours, Gary Ford.
Well, I don't know anyone named Gary Ford. But I also noticed that you're not the same as the others who have been approaching the tomb. Who are you?
I'm a cop. A protector
Hi,
of the
I'm
innocent.
Claire.
My name is David.
We're, can I say it, guys? Yeah, can I tell him? Yeah, okay. We're the Power Rangers.
I was about to say that.
I look bemused, and I just say, okay.
The Power Rangers.
The one and only.
Prove it.
Yeah, you probably heard of us. I mean, like we've been through several iterations.
I transform.
Just gonna go for it?
Yeah,
Hold on. Whoa, hold your horses. First, I
No.
say it's morphin' time, and then we all morph together.
Okay, we'll do it.
It is more fun that way.
We'll do
Jungle
it.
Beast morphin' time. Anaconda.
Black
That's the
Cayman!
bear.
I still forget what my animal is.
Jaguar, man.
Okay,
Apex
yeah,
Predator?
Jaguar.
There you go. It's a little rough, but we'll work on it. Okay. He says, most impressive. And he pulls back his hood to reveal the face that you guys can see on the stream, but not on the Roll20 because I'm too lazy. Sorry.
Where is he? I don't see nothing. Oh, Seder?
Oh, okay.
Oh, hi there, guy.
As I said, we are no invader.
I'm gonna call you Goaty.
I'm not entirely convinced of. Because one who seemed to emanate the same power as you did seem to get too close to the tomb. And because I wasn't sure who he was, he's now trapped there. Why shouldn't I trap the rest of you there?
Because we are not here for what's in your tomb. We want to know any information you might have on another one of our party, another ranger. We don't care about what's in the tomb.
And
well,
we
from
will
what
be
I
forced
can
to
tell,
defend
it looks like
ourselves if
he's
you
in the
become
tomb.
aggressive.
Oh, I wouldn't.
And that's
I'm not too worried about that.
Well, I've heard that before.
We just want to investigate who that individual is. I don't care about your tomb.
You mean the individual who I trapped in the tomb?
Yes. Who might that be?
You do seem to. Well, I don't know. I didn't ask his name. He was a lone wanderer getting too close to the tomb I swore to protect.
Well, all right. Is there any way you could bring him out so we don't get too close to the thing you're protecting?
Why would I do that?
So we don't get too close to the thing you're protecting.
Yeah, just kick out the trespasser and we'll leave. I don't see what the problem is.
Well, we don't even know if this is the person we're looking for, guys.
But it's still someone trapped in the tomb. We should
That's
help them anyway, really.
I mean, if they tried to trespass.
Trespassing is... I mean, that's like shooting somebody for stepping a foot on your lawn.
You didn't kill them.
It's like give them a warning, maybe?
I mean, there's a giant sandstorm around the temple. How much warning could you get?
Well, sandstorms are natural phenomena.
This one isn't.
Well, I don't know what Gary knew and didn't know before he got trapped. All I know is this beehole is giving me lip. And
Maybe you should silence yourself before you get us in a situation we cannot get out of.
And maybe you should remember that I'm the leader of the team. And I don't like this guy threatening me.
Yeah, I'm with Bonker on this. I think Mr. Goat Horns guy here needs to let whoever he's got trapped go, or we should do what the Power Rangers do and beat the bad guy up.
You're all very young. Your arrogance is getting in your way.
He's behaved with nothing but aggression towards somebody for stepping foot in the wrong place, and he's threatened us to trap us in a tomb forever if we're trying to get the person out and leave. It doesn't seem like a reasonable actor to me.
He has not. You have not shown any signs that you have attacked us yet, so I have no need to respond to defend myself or my companions. They're all just words for now.
Can I roll some kind of check to see if there is a language that he would not consider the language of a conqueror?
Yeah, you have any... go for a culture check.
Ooh.
Culture!
That covers things like history as well as like pop culture stuff.
Someone's knocking at my door, guys. I'll be right back.
20?
Yeah, so let's see. So the languages he's like... So now you remember enough about the history of Egypt to know that languages he'd probably consider to be conquerors is one that you don't really know if that language still exists, so you probably don't have to worry about that one. But also Greek, Latin, Arabic, English, French.
They all conquer languages.
Not one of those is not a conqueror. Are you saying there are conquerors?
So those are the ones. Yeah, it's much easier to go for the ones that have conquered Egypt because I don't know if you know, but there are thousands of languages spoken by people who haven't conquered Egypt.
Yeah.
Okay. So can I switch to Mandarin?
I mean, yeah. Although, does anyone else speak Mandarin?
What's Mandarin?
Sorry about that. I do not.
I don't.
Well,
but
I
she
just
can
want to
tell us what she
see.
said afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see if he speaks Mandarin, and so sort of ask that.
Okay. Yeah, you can. Oh, you want? So you want to ask him in Mandarin if he speaks Mandarin?
Yeah. So what I want to do is address this guardian guy in not a language of conquerors.
Okay. Well, tell me exactly what you want to say, and we'll assume that you've said that in Mandarin.
Okay. I would like to say we're not here as conquerors. We're just trying to rescue our friend. If he came too close to the tomb that you're protecting, that was not intentional. We are also trying to defend we're trying to defend the world.
Oh, we came as liberators, not conquerors. Where has he heard that before?
Well, okay, she didn't say that. However, he looks confused and he says, I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that language.
Can I try that same spiel again in Egypt?
Not Egypt.
Are literally from Spain.
I mean, the Han Dynasty, China also conquered a lot. Everyone's conquered a lot.
But they didn't conquer Egypt.
They didn't conquer Egypt.
I guess you could do... Wait, do we count church missionaries as conquerors? Because that could technically count.
Well, I mean, he's already covered several languages spoken by predominantly Christian civilizations, so I don't know.
So Latin would be out as well then.
Yeah, well, I did mention specifically as languages spoken by previous conquerors, Greek and Latin.
Yeah, I missed that, I guess. Okay, fair.
So I'm not going to try those, but I'm going to try my same little spiel in Spanish and in Portuguese.
He just says, what are you trying to get at, and why are you picking various languages?
I think she's trying to appease what you're...
I thought I was being really clever. So I'm back in English.
Chances are, if you want to find a language that he knows that isn't that of someone who's conquered Egypt before, you're going to have to figure out how to speak some form of Egyptian, which good luck.
They conquer themselves all the time. No.
That is not a living language. So...
Okay, so I switched back to English, and
Just talk
Um,
to him in binary.
I mean, you can
I'm
probably
gonna
speak to him.
say-
You can probably speak to him in Latin if you want to.
I'm not going to, because he can. Latin's not better than English in terms of language of conquerors
Probably not. No.
of Egypt. So I'm just going to go back to English,
Probably worse.
and I will preface my spiel with, you seemed offended at using the language of conquerors, and then give my same little talking point.
Hmm. Well, then I have an idea.
Okay.
Let's find out if you actually are worthy defenders of the whole world. Apparently,
I didn't choose the job.
I will let you into the tomb, and if you can get all the way through and rescue your friend in, say, 3 hours, you can come out with your friend.
But we'd be stepping foot on your tomb.
Yep. You might very well die in there, and then I can drain all that morphine energy power. Don't think I don't know what that is.
Make it
You-
5.
You know,
I
we
could just
came
block the
here.
tomb off entirely.
We came here openly
Mhm.
and at peace. And Bunker's right. You continue to threaten us.
Oh, I seem to remember a bunch of Caesars coming in saying, "Oh, hey, we'll just help with administration. It'll be great."
Yes, except
Yeah, that really has nothing to do with anything that we said.
we didn't say anything about that. You are putting words in our mouths.
I'm just
We
saying, you
seek
wouldn't be
literally-
the first person to say that you're coming in peace and not to be coming in peace.
I mean, anyone in the world could say that to anyone else in the world.
I've seen
Your
a lot
defense-
of
He's saying it to us.
quote
now?
unquote peaceful people.
Yeah.
I can
Have you
see
seen
why you would
peaceful
be
people who weren't
defensive.
quote unquote? Because they should count just as much, right?
Look, I think I'm giving you a perfectly fair offer. If you can get your friend out in 3
All right.
hours, then you're probably the kind of people who I don't mind wandering through.
Make
Nope.
it 5.
What?
Normally I'd bonk your head off, but I'm trying to work on my anger issues and shit. So
You'd also
guess we'll
prove
do
his
your little
point
team
if you
adventure.
bonked his head off.
I don't know.
Wait,
That would be very unwise.
I don't like.
Working on
I
character
feel like,
growth.
I
I
know.
feel like this 3 hours number that seems arbitrary and
It
a
is
little on
arbitrary.
the short end.
Everything he said so far has been arbitrary, but let's just do it. Whatever.
I-
It'll
I have
probably
a
be
better
fun
idea.
anyway.
I have a better
I'm looking
idea.
to jumping over
More
pitbull
time.
snakes.
Boop boop
Have you
boop.
guys
I get
never bartered before? You don't take the first offer you're given.
Zelkar. Come in to Zelkar.
This is Zelkar.
Have you? Do you have any? Have you been able to hear all this conversation?
I have since you morphed.
What do you think?
Well, I've heard legends about a sorcerer of the Fayum protecting some location, although I've never really been able to substantiate it. However, if Gary was going towards a source of significant grid energy, it could be associated with his tomb.
And his threats of taking our energy away.
I don't know he might actually be able to do so.
How should we proceed?
I think we should go in, get our friend, steal all this guy's treasure that he's been guarding, so he has a reason to guard it instead of just being a jerk, and get out. And then we can fight him on the way back out.
Whoa! I'm not cool with.
I'm not cool with grave robbing.
Yeah,
We don't know this is a grave or that he owns anything
It's
in here.
literally a tomb.
It has been referred to as a
That's-
tomb a whole bunch of different times.
That's true, but tomb could just be like dungeon. Dungeons
Well-
aren't always
Once
jail
called
cells under a castle.
tombs.
Yeah,
Start
I can almost
Specifically
guarantee you
the whole
that
body.
if it were not the resting place of somebody, it would not be called a tomb. And yes, I did put a B at the
The
end. of
only
that.
exception I could
But-
see is if a structure were built for such a purpose, but then not occupied by an actual corpse.
Hot take. Robbing a grave that somebody was not put into is still grave robbing.
Also fair.
We
What
don't
does
know.
Zelkar advise me to
We don't
do?
know who owns any of this stuff, though.
Well, it's certainly not us.
We don't see a
That's
name
true.
on it.
It's true. Okay,
I
so I'll tell
can't
you
read
what.
them if it is on it, to be fair.
Why don't all of you take a quick culture check? We're
Oh,
gonna
Okay.
talk about archaeological culture here.
Oh no,
Yes.
rolling, my only weakness again. Okay.
Culture.
Oh, wait,
is
I
that
do
any
have,
plus some smarts?
Okay.
Yeah.
a snag on
Difficulty,
that.
normal, I
You
imagine.
get a snag when you have +0, right?
Hey,
Yep.
look, I don't know shit. I mean, I don't know nothing about this stuff.
My not from around here hang up means I suffer a snag on all
Yep.
social-based skill tests
Let
about
me
naturally
read.
understanding human beings.
Yep. So you're gonna get
where-
that snag.
So where do I enter that in? Is that in skill shift?
When it says snag, you're gonna hit yes. Or when it says that should be the first
Okay.
question, so you might want to cancel out.
Yeah.
And I don't think I have a roll from Timmy yet.
I did.
You did?
I got
Oh.
a 3.
Oh, there it
The
is. Wait, no.
The only
there it
thing
is.
Timmy knows about culture is like
Wait.
different cultures' food and stuff. So
Now I did roll mine with a snag, but that seems pretty high.
Well, sometimes you roll a high number. You got a 14 and a 15, so there you go. Snag doesn't guarantee a low number. It just makes it much more likely. Okay, so
Okay.
both. So let's see. Claire and
Yeah, I got an 11.
somehow Bonker both know that it is considered to be very unethical to conduct archaeological excavations without the permission of the local authorities, whoever that might be, which could be the local government, or if it's an area that is, say, things like tribal land that perhaps doesn't have any formal interaction with the government, like maybe an uncontacted tribe in, say, the Amazon, that you would get permission from the locals whose ancestral land you're on. So it would be considered broadly extremely unethical to simply raid this tomb without permission from somebody.
Yeah.
that
The
be
guy
fair,
who
though,
seems
that
to
is
own it also
unethical.
is like trapping people in it, so I don't respect his property rights. But that lady who is an archaeologist was pretty nice to us, so I'm conflicted.
Hmm.
maybe we can clear this guy out and lead the nice archaeology lady here.
All right, so
Yeah, she
the,
can
the
have all this stuff.
sorcerer says, "I'm tired of all this bickering. Should I leave, or shall we go to the tomb?"
Well, I
Give
say
us
we go to
5
the team.
hours.
Team. 5 hours, exactly. Give us a 5-hour limit.
All right. Well, good luck finding your friend through the storm after I seal the tomb. I hope you guys don't get trapped in there, because if you do, I'll start the draining process on all of you.
Can I punch this guy?
You can try.
Can you drain us from outside the tomb? Just wondering.
I'm asking.
No, I can't.
I'm asking
Well-
Bonker.
Oh, okay.
Bonking is looking more and more.
Uh,
Look, I was down for this tomb adventure, but I just keep getting threatened and keep getting threatened, and I'm a bonking robot.
Can I may I bonk, Mr. Bonker?
Guys, let's get Gary and then we can bonk.
Yeah, that makes
Get
more
Gary
sense. We
first.
gotta set
I'm
a
just
full
shaking
team.
my head the whole time, like.
I
Yeah.
am pretty fast. I think we can get through this, get our full team, and then if he wants to play hardball after that, well, we'll see what happens.
Well, then let's walk. And you notice that he's leading the way towards the tomb, and as you all walk with him, the sort of eye of the storm that you're in continues to follow you. You no longer have to worry about the sand pelting you in the face.
May I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Did you know this individual whose tomb you were guarding when they were still alive?
Well, not personally.
But you admire them.
Oh, no. Absolutely disgusting.
But your duty is an obligation?
Oh, yes. See, this wasn't always designed to be a tomb.
I see.
Oh! Aha!
So, why then is it assumed?
Oh, it was planned to be a tomb in case we managed to find and trap her. Unfortunately, all we found was a few minions, so they're in there now.
Wait, her?
This tomb is a trap? I'm supposed to be worried about the ethical considerations of robbing a trap.
What's
Oh my gosh.
What's a her? Who are you?
Her is the English language feminine singular third person pronoun.
I mean, no, smartass. I mean, who is it you were trying to trap?
Oh, Queen Bansheera,
And who might that be?
the queen of demons.
Oh, no friend of ours.
I would hope not.
You don't know us.
Well, she wasn't
I don't know
generally
that-
friendly towards humans in general.
Yes. And
Well, neither are you.
I'm less likely to conquer the entire Earth and cover it in demon spawn.
that's true. There are
Hmm.
little threats and there are big threats.
In fact, I'm just here to make sure that things like demons don't escape, and if Queen Bansheera were to show back up in Egypt, that we would have a place to trap her. Because it is, in fact, her old headquarters until right towards the end of the war, when it seemed like her forces were losing, they all just disappeared.
We have a problem, a possible planet-worthy threat of our own, as a matter of fact.
So,
Well, then
This
I hope
isn't
that you
like a-
pass this test.
so this isn't like a real tomb where the person is buried with their belongings. This is a trap. They
Oh, there's still
to call
some.
this a to
there's
call
still
this a
some-
tomb, I feel like is a bit of a stretch.
I'd like
There's-
to pat him on the shoulder and say, we're still not robbing an archaeological site.
There are still some odds and ends from the demons, but also everyone should take a quick. Let's see, what's a good? I guess it's still culture. Sorry, guys, I'm making a lot of culture checks, but this game doesn't have that many different skills. It's not that granular, so I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, it's okay. We're in we're at an archaeology site in Egypt. I don't mind a few culture checks.
However,
All right.
what have people been? What have people been?
18.
I guess it doesn't matter. I was going to say you might be able to get like edges,
Oh,
but
wait. The
okay.
last
So
time I rolled an auto snag from the skill value, but I need a snag on top of that, so that's like an automatic fail, right?
it's still just a snag.
Yeah, it's
Oh, it
like
doesn't
advantage.
stack?
It doesn't stack. Yeah.
Okay.
What's your
There-
name?
So hold up. We're gonna deal with the
Oh.
culture checks before we have more questions. So
All right.
all of you but Smitty, who apparently hasn't been paying attention in Ranger class, are aware that in what was it? 1998 or so, Queen Bansheera was the name of a apparent demon who attacked Mariner Bay, California, in hopes of
There.
reestablishing her ancient demon city in California.
Mm.
Ooh.
And
Did
the
she know
ruins.
there's already a demon city there?
Well, good point.
Zing.
And also, you seem to remember that, well, at least Maddie and well, Claire, I guess, and David also remember that the photos of the ruins of the demon city did look rather Egyptian. It was rather strange when archaeologists first discovered it, and then of course they found out that it was a dangerous place where a bunch of demons had been trapped.
Shit.
So perhaps, since they disappeared from Egypt as a war was going poorly, they just zipped off over to the west coast of North America.
Hmm.
Have you ever been to California?
No.
But you know what she's talking about, don't you?
Yes.
Okay.
I pay attention.
A few
I'm
years
not
ago,
insulting you.
your demon queen tried to set up shop there. You might be
Okay.
guarding the wrong place, my friend.
I was sworn to protect this place in case she comes back to Egypt.
Just to
Sworn-
Egypt.
Sworn
Okay.
by or to whom? To whom are you swearing?
You can't be everywhere, remember.
I can't be everywhere. Plus, I swore it to the Pharaoh.
Hmm.
What's your name?
Doesn't matter. I'm the guardian of the tomb. That's what everyone calls me.
I'd rather call
I
you
think
by
your
name.
name matters.
Now I know why you're so grumpy. You don't have any friends.
Yeah.
Oh,
Any
It's
friends?
true. Being a 6,000-year-old sorcerer doesn't bode well for making friends, especially if you started to grow horns because you spent too much time in a demon lair.
I wouldn't really blame.
I
the
like
horns.
your
I'd more-
I think they're
I-
dapper.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Thanks.
blame the horns. I would more blame the fact that, the first people you've met in 6,000 years, you ensnared one of them in a tomb, and now you're threatening to do the same to the people who want to get them out of there.
Oh,
So
you're not the
maybe
first.
there's another reason you don't have many friends.
You're not the first.
Perhaps we could stop with the witty barbs
No.
before we escalate the situation.
No.
I mean, he seems reasonable, if not punchable.
We're here, and you can't tell that we're here because visibility is basically zero because it's dark and sandy. But he stomps his foot, and the sand just dies down. It's basically like stops in the air and just falls. And you guys are over here, which I'm hoping I'll be able to get a good view. There you go. You guys should all now be able to see a map. You might have to.
Yeah.
Darkness, my friend,
okay.
and nothing more.
I
There
have
it
to
is.
scroll down
We're at the
very-
bottom.
Yeah, I'll turn off the guy's portrait here because that's fine. Now, you guys did get flashlights. Now, I honestly don't remember the rules for flashlights. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say that they emit bright light for 30 feet and dim light for another 30, and I'm going to not bother with a directional light. We're just going to have a circle, because you guys can turn in a circle. I don't care. It's a little unrealistic, but what are you going to do, right? So I'm going to give that to everybody. So just please give me a second. Let's see. So that's... Okay, so before you, there is in fact an open door to a tomb, and the thing that is now being referred to as a tomb, but that was originally apparently a residence for a demon queen, who also attacked, California like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Until she realized she couldn't possibly make it worse.
Well,
We're talking about Southern California, right?
yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. There's not like a canonical definitive location for Mariner Bay. Sorry. Okay, so at this point, I will ask you guys. We're not currently going to go into combat, but I will say, please, just move your tokens like into a hallway or a room as we go, in case there's anything that I need to talk about in there.
Okay.
But yeah, now you guys, if you want to, you can move your tokens in there, and I will describe various rooms. By the way, this is using the dynamic lighting feature. That's why it's all fancy.
Yeah.
Ah,
I am not going first.
yeah.
Well, looks like
I am
Timmy is.
very-
All right, so
Yeah, I was gonna say Timmy is just absent-mindedly wandering in and looking around.
Timmy, stop.
with his nose in the air.
Timmy.
well, Timmy, you are wandering out, and you're in what looks like just some entrance. There are pillars, and it's a wide room, and you can just make out a door to the left and to the right, and your flashlight doesn't actually go far enough for you to see this, but you actually do make out just a tiny shaft of light from forward, indicating that there must be an opening at the far end of the chamber.
I don't see any traps, but then it wouldn't be a good trap if I saw it. So
Timmy, wait. Just stop.
I'm not going any farther, but it's
Just listen.
very.
I didn't realize I was muted,
atmospheric.
but
No.
is there any way I can like close out these little portraits in the Roll20?
Yeah, if you go to
Oh,
settings, you should be able
Yeah.
to do that.
Little settings icon, audio and video.
Names only, I think, is the
Mhm.
option
Or no, it's,
under that stuff.
Is it text chat? No. Personalization and display. Oh, yeah. And then there's a little mod there for
Okay, so while Smitty's, can't even remember who's doing what. What are you guys gonna do?
Just remember, Timmy, this place is meant to test us. Let's all be very careful.
Is there a role that is like, I would like to look for Indiana Jones style traps?
I am not actually sure exactly what should cover that. Let me take a look at a character sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and say that that's probably a survival roll.
Excellent. I have a D4 in survival.
There you
Who
go.
was asking?
That was Claire asking about the survival check.
I was asking
Okay.
about the
Hey, 21.
icon thing.
So you search through this room and you do not
Well,
find any traps.
Okay.
I'm going to need you to go into the room in order to have done that. So let's get
Sorry,
you.
I'm trying to. There's just people in my way.
Okay, I'll move over for the sake of you getting in. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So you can move through each other's occupied space because remember these are 5x5 squares. One person
Yeah.
or two people standing about 5 feet apart, you can pass between that, especially if they're not actively opposing you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just moved through all of you
Yeah.
guys, so.
I just also will not refuse to be in the lead because I am very squishy.
Well,
That's why I moved to the front to protect you.
Appreciate you, Bonker.
there are doors to the
Bunker.
left, right,
Bunker.
and all the way forward, which I think at least Bonker can now tell that there's an opening forward without just relying on that one shaft of light.
Whatever happens here, remember, we're a team.
Yeah.
As you two just pass the door, about the threshold, a door slams down from the top.
Yeah. Figured.
Great.
Well,
So it begins.
Well, now
Yeah.
Timmy sees that there is a room on either side. The room to the left is actually already lit up. The room to the right is not. And you can see that there's a shallow pool of water in the room to the left.
I don't see
I
nothing.
like water.
I'm not meant to.
You guys see that over there? That shallow pool of water in that lit up room?
Yeah, I see it.
Yep.
I'm gonna go investigate.
All right.
All right,
Is
I'm
there a
right
check for
behind you.
traps or anything? Cause
Imagine
We're using survival.
okay.
Each square is 5 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm. But we're not doing like turns right now, so
So it's just whatever.
Yes, we're exploring. We're just generally exploring. Okay.
Why can't I?
What you trying to do,
I
bud?
can't see my character sheet for some reason. I can't
Really?
pull it up.
you should
Oh, is it
be
because
able
I
to.
have control of it?
I didn't take control from anyone, I don't think.
No, in the where you go to pull up the character sheet.
Yep. Yeah, you should have access. Can be edited in player's journal.
This place is huge.
Oh, that's weird. It's pulling up this little box that it just says Timmy Sturgis, Yellow Jungle Beast, and nothing else.
No, but look at the tabs on the top of that window. The second one should say character sheet.
No, literally, there's no tabs or anything. I'm gonna drop out of the game and jump back in real quick.
All right.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm thinking about poking this water with my stick, but not in a bonking way.
Okay. So the
There we
water is only it's very shallow. It looks like you would basically just get up to your ankle. But do take an alertness check.
Okay.
Just Bonker. But you guys weren't expecting a dungeon crawl in Power Rangers.
In Power Rangers? No.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay.
I kind of was in the Power Rangers Dungeons and Dragons, but
Well, yeah,
All right.
that's fair. But yeah, you know what? I came up with an excuse for a dungeon crawl because it's been so long since I've run a dungeon crawl.
Yay.
Hey, to be honest, that's the whole reason I didn't bonk this guy, is that a dungeon crawl sounded fun.
Okay, so you don't notice anything in particular about that. But there are apparently torches lit in here. Someone probably lit torches. Maybe the sorcerer did it just for funsies.
Is that a door on the other end?
There is actually two. Well, technically, they're not doors, but there's two chambers or paths.
Chambers.
So one is a narrow one that Claire was just near, and one is a wider one into another lit room that has a statue at the far end.
This is like a small alcove chamber or something?
So there is an alcove there, and there is also what appears to be some kind of lever.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not touching some random lever. Nope.
Nope, that's not what I meant to do.
I'm not looking.
I
want
vote
to
we
go
follow
over
the
to
light.
the torches. But real quick, I want to go over to the torches and see if there's a soot above them. Like, I don't know if these are magic torches, if they've been burning for the whole time that this tomb has been here.
So
Or
there,
if they're just regular torches.
Bless you.
bless you. So there is some soot there, which means that they couldn't just like they're burning something, but yeah, they couldn't possibly have been burning for 6,000 years. So
Yeah.
maybe they're occasionally lit. Who knows?
It's probably just when we came in then.
What's that statue look like right there?
So that statue looks like some kind. At first, it looks like it might be like Horus or something from the ancient
Okay.
Egyptian pantheon. But as you look closer, you realize it doesn't really. It looks maybe like it's more some kind of like demonic eagle monster. And as you enter, you notice that there is a sarcophagus on the opposite of the statue.
Okay, well, I'm not messing with that.
Well,
Well, I'm glad to know these ancient Egyptians were Christians.
he seems busy, so let's just not interfere with his job.
Yeah.
But on the
let's
northern
just
wall,
find our friend.
on the northern wall, very prominently, you can see carved into the wall a circle, a rectangle, a squiggly line, an arm, a foot, and a reed.
Okay.
A circle, a square, a squiggly
rectangle.
line, a circle, a rectangle, a squiggly line, an arm, a leg, and a reed.
A foot and a reed.
An arm, a foot, and a reed.
Yes. In fact, these look like hieroglyphic symbols that you've been seeing around.
I'll write that down.
They might be a simple dungeon puzzle. Is there any circles or rectangles we can push into the water, then get on our hands and knees, and then like put a reed in it?
Put a reed
I
in
mean,
what?
you haven't seen any reeds or circles that are just lying around.
There's, I don't know. It looks like there's a lot of geometric shapes. I don't see any reeds though.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Or
Like that sarcophagus is a rectangle. Let's push it into the water.
you can try, I guess.
No. That would be stupid.
Uh,
That's something Bonker would do if he didn't have smart people here to tell him no.
We
what
go this way.
about-
Yeah,
Did,
let's.
did we already explore this long,
You did
scary
not.
tunnel?
No, you did not.
Oh, you wanted to go there? Okay.
Can somebody come, like, watch my back while I do that?
Where
Wait,
are you?
where'd you go?
Oh, I see you. Okay, I'm coming. I'm
Just-
coming.
see you.
Wait, let's not split up. Let's go together or not at all.
I don't know where everyone is. Tell
I'm
me
right
where
here.
you are.
Down here.
I'm right here. We're
Yeah.
going. We're going
Just
down
south.
here, puddle.
David-
Just to
No.
clarify, saying right here doesn't tell me anything. So you have to say
I-
like south.
I did say south. I just you didn't hear me.
Oh,
David, for doing the whole hey, let's stick together as a team, we're gonna give you you guys another story point. You should be up to
Okay.
5 now or 6
Cool.
now.
Okay.
all right.
Well-
Just tell me where
Okay.
you're going, and I'll stay ahead of you, Timmy.
We're
South.
going to the top north corner of this room over here and down
Okay,
this
so-
hallway.
To the left.
To the left, yeah.
To the left.
Oh, there's like a little hallway up here.
Yes.
Mhm.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'll get behind you, Bunker. That way, I'll spring whatever trap happens before Timmy or anybody else.
Okay.
Maybe I'll help
Bunker's
them.
disposable. All right, so that little area looks
Well,
like it's
Yep.
there's like a bonfire there, but like that's it. It's just walls surrounding a bonfire. You're not sure why.
It's a dead end
Uh,
trap.
Throw a coin into the bonfire for good luck.
Well,
Do you bring
I-
coins?
He's
I
got
found a penny.
what do you think? He's got penny. He's got change. Pocket change.
Oh, by the way,
I,
Nebulan wanted you guys to pull the lever in the first room that you went into.
Well, Nebulan can pay to be a subscriber, and I'll do it.
uh,
He can go on
Uh,
Patreon and pay, and I'll do it.
A subscriber of Top Hats Off. Does
Yeah.
that channel have? Or, I
I
mean,
mean,
not a
have,
subscriber, a member.
So Nebulan is already a I think it's patron. I'm not sure. I think she's a patron, not a channel member on my other channel.
Okay.
So I mean,
Yeah.
she is already paying.
Oh
I can go
no,
back
that
and-
means I have to do what she says because she's paying for this technically.
All right.
Timmy's gonna rest at the bonfire really quickly, just so that he can spawn back here if he dies and go just get his runes back
Yeah.
real
Would
quick.
you would you
Yes.
like to level up or restore your humanity while you're there?
Yeah,
No,
I caught that.
I don't have enough souls for that right now.
Oh, darn it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Actually, I don't think you've
Those are
upgraded this
different,
bonfire,
yeah.
so you probably can't restore your humanity there anyway.
Yeah, probably
Mm.
not.
We don't
think
even
I'm
know.
that far into the game.
Yeah, it's fair.
Eh.
All right.
All right,
I'm
so
up-
are we going back to the
Look.
lever to pull it?
Don't we want to go this way, or should we go? Oh, the lever. Should we not wait until we know what's in the entirety of this place before using
All
some
right,
random lever?
we can map the whole place out and then come back to it.
I just don't know what the lever will do. That's all. But if
Well,
you're
you never know
determined,
until you pull it. Haven't you watched Dexter's
Yeah.
Lab?
Well,
He doesn't know
let's
what
make
the
I'm
first
buttons do until she pushes them.
let's
Never
make
seen
first
that
priority finding Gary.
yes, that's
Yeah.
my
Oh
thinking
yeah,
as well.
I forgot about him. All right.
You forgot about our companion,
And
Are you
then
just-
we're gonna have to figure out how to get out of here. So
All right, well,
Wait, wait.
Bonker,
He's been gone for 3 weeks.
Bonker just stepped into a new room, and it's full of
Oh, I thought I was
dried
in-
pigment pots, grinding stones, partially rotted fragments of papyrus.
Okay, so this is like
Gary?
a little
There's-
library.
There's a triangle. I
kind
seem
of.
to remember
Don't
triangles.
step on
being
the glyph.
important.
Don't step on the glyph.
Be careful, Claire. Don't get too far ahead.
Yeah,
I'm
we
sticking
don't
with
know what
Bonker.
we don't know what the glyph does. Just avoid it.
We can't lose our smartest team member in a.
Wait, hold on, Bonker. I think do you have a 360 like light radius? Because for some
Yeah.
reason
I
you
do. I do.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
This-
don't step on the glyph to me.
Goes everywhere. Yeah.
No, I don't
Uh.
think you do actually. So hold on.
I do, but I'm not sure about them.
Oh, I see what you're saying. We're supposed to only see what's
Oh,
lit
there we
up.
go.
There you go.
All right, now I can see where I'm going.
Yeah, I noticed that you weren't updating the lighting as you were moving. I was like, that's not how it should be. Sorry
All
about
right.
that.
We're
Ooh,
at a turn here,
Joshua
guys.
Blitzer
You
is
wanna
saying
go-
that you should smash a pot. I mean, it does work very well in The Legend of Zelda.
Claire
oh
told
no,
me not
not
to.
pot
I don't-
smashing.
Doesn't
Claire told me not to. So
Okay.
do we
It's
want
a
to go
Should we
sacrilege.
head
east or
east
south?
or south? I think we go
Hmm.
south first.
We go south. Very well.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
All right. Well, stay behind me, Claire, just in case a trap smashes or something.
Okay.
There's
Oh,
another
okay. That's back to the
bonfire.
bonfire room.
Okay. Now we know that,
Okay.
What's-
Yeah, that's
All right.
insane.
and that heads
We're back
this-
at the Horus-esque statue.
what's to the right.
Oh, and just down south is where we came in at.
Came in
Yep.
at right.
We just did a big
So let's
circle.
explore. Let's go east.
East. I
Yeah, all
guess.
right.
Okay.
East from
West.
Horus.
West.
What kind of compass he reading, lad?
I set it to Wumbo.
Okay. So above you there is some kind of chamber. I guess
Right.
not above technically. Although there are stairs that go up, so I guess it is technically above. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
All right, up the stairs we go. Oh
Ooh.
no, a sphinx and some
Okay.
bad
There is
lab
a
equipment.
sphinx, and there is a table full of bronze weapons.
I'm not messing with those.
Can I? I'd like to investigate. Like, one, I'd like to check and see if is something terrible going to happen if we pick up a bronze weapon.
How would you like to check on that?
Survival.
If I was a betting man, I'm saying this in game.
What do
I would imagine if you picked
I'm-
up bronze, that statue gonna come to life.
Yeah. So there's two
This does
things I'd
seem
like.
kind of Aladdin-y.
There's two things I'd like to know about the weapons.
Okay.
One, I would like to check the table for traps, and two, I would like to know if if there are shapes on the weapons that correspond to the glyphs we saw earlier, like the circle, the rectangle, the squiggle.
Ah, okay. Well, first,
Yeah.
take an alertness check for the shapes.
Okay.
I like Claire's PS1 mindset on this one.
Tomb Raider.
Yeah. Okay, so that was bad. That was
Yeah, you don't find any shapes that look familiar.
all right. That doesn't seem familiar.
Um.
Okay.
Take a survival check on the traps.
Okay.
We go over to the statue over here just a little bit.
Okay. 17.
Okay. So there's no obvious mechanical like triggers or pressure plates or
Okay.
wires or anything like that.
Okay.
Pardon me, I say to the statue. I'm just looking for a friend. I got lost
The
here.
Sphinx statue just stares on blank.
Of course. Just, I've seen some stuff in the last few years. I don't know what to
But
trust.
actually, see
The
what
statue doesn't speak
everyone
English.
but Claire take an alertness check.
Oh, no. All right, fair enough. You see me rolling the dice here, and I got an 11.
So Joshua Glisser asks, is there any writing on the statue? So it turns out there is, but they don't read Egyptian, so it doesn't help.
One man standing sideways, another man standing sideways with a knife behind his back, another man getting some reads, and another man picking his nose, standing sideways.
Most of these are not hieroglyphic.
Oh, I see.
So like crane, eyeball. Let's see, cat.
I guess there.
So,
there is. I
Oh,
guess there's
no.
like good thing about having your nose in the air and looking around all the time.
So
yeah.
So Timmy notices. Timmy notices that when Claire approached the weapon rack, the eyes of the Sphinx glowed red a bit.
Ooh. Claire,
Leave.
Claire, come back here. Come
Yeah.
back here.
Okay.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
No, I just want to see something real quick. Just back towards the weapon table, please, Claire. If you could.
Okay. So I approach it. I don't touch anything.
The eyes are glowing red again.
Ooh, look at the Sphinx. Look at its eyes.
Oh, that's why you said that?
That's strange. What I've been standing here and its eyes aren't glowing, but when Claire approaches, its eyes begin to glow.
How about we leave it alone?
Maybe it's a puzzle.
If we leave everything,
isn't that a
if
thing?
we leave everything alone, we're never gonna figure out this booby trap puzzle dungeon.
We're not here to touch everything. We're here to find our companion.
I guess we could just not touch anything until we run out of hallways to walk down.
You could.
I mean,
I think
Gary's
we
gotta be
should
somewhere.
try to find Gary, and then once we're all together, touch
Maybe
stuff
Sphinx
that
knows
sounded weird.
something.
Touch, start messing with things to figure out how to get out.
I know what you mean, Claire. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right,
You guys.
I've decided to listen to the advice of my team members.
Nice.
Good.
Okay.
You're
So
now
I
on
think we
a more
head
effective
north.
teammate.
That's the only other way out of here.
Well, there are
Which way?
two ways to go
Yeah,
north,
there
though.
are
There's
two
the
ways.
western northern
Oh.
passage or the
Small
eastern.
hallway.
I think we should go. We went east last time, so let's go
So
west.
those of you who are standing by the east door notice that there's a big pyramid in the middle of the room. For some reason, you guys can't see through, but you should be able to. So I got to figure that one out.
Yeah, that's fine. Gotta get closer.
Oh, wait, are we going through the east or west door? We didn't decide.
I think we should go through the west door.
Oh,
Oh,
Very well.
Right.
Pyramid.
yeah,
up
that's
here.
why. I don't know why that was a thing.
The west door, huh?
Okay.
All right. There we
Yeah.
go.
West
I
is
got to
left.
see.
Yes.
Wait,
Oh.
west.
Back to the pyramid, and that's the
all
fourth
right,
room
well,
over there.
You guys want to
Hmm.
go
Okay.
east then?
East or
No,
west?
Is beast.
We've been east. We should go west.
And you east. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
East is this pyramid that we haven't been to yet.
Yeah.
Correct. We should go east. I might have said
All
that
right.
backwards. Sorry.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Alrighty.
What
So
is this
as you get
thing?
into this room, you notice that there's a big pyramid capped with a gold cap, and it's covered in nice white alabaster. But there is a little entrance that actually looks like you would have to, like crouch to get through. It's not a human-sized entrance.
This looks like a mini golf pyramid.
I was gonna say.
Also, Claire, you now just saw that at the southeast end of the room there is a door.
Don't tell your
Yeah.
weird uncle about this pyramid, guys.
I don't intend to tell anybody about this place after we leave. Except maybe Zelkar.
So we gotta look in the pyramid.
You don't think he stashed him inside a pyramid, did you?
He might have.
Timmy is
Maybe the key?
Timmy is super down to go into this pyramid.
Seems like a bad idea. Let's do it.
Okay, who's going in?
For the sake of... Well, I don't want
Uh,
anybody to get hurt, so I volunteer.
I'm actually like incredibly dexterous, so if like trap goes off or anything, I'll most likely be able to avoid it. Maybe.
Oh,
That's
maybe.
a fair argument. How's your alertness?
Oh, my alertness is. I mean, I'm the one who just noticed the
He seems to have good
pig
eyes. He
blowing
did
when
just
nobody
know
else
something.
did.
Yeah.
That's true. All right, well, go on then.
All right, yeah, Timmy's gonna
All right.
try to see if he
Oh,
can't squeeze through this human.
I'm going to
not
get
human
close in
sized
case I have to
pyramid.
pull his legs out or something.
Timmy is in there, and what you see in there is apparently just blank walls and a lever.
And no one's in here to tell me not to pull it.
True.
That's factual.
I'm gonna pull the lever.
Oh, no.
Okay, you pull the lever, and there's a little bit of a rumbly sound, but then 6 rows of 5 lights appear, all glowing red, and then after a second, the one on the top right goes out. After another second, the next one goes out.
I get it. Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
The next.
Get out fast!
What did you do?
Well-
You guys hear click clunking, and then Timmy freaking out and scrambling to get out of the door.
I grab you by the hand. I offer my hand, putting it inside the little area.
All right.
Try
So,
to help pull
as
in.
you look in, you can see that now 6 of the lights are out. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Let's get out of this room.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
I'm backing up into the hallway.
18,
To the other lever
19,
and pull that to
20,
I
cancel it.
cannot control
21,
my character.
22,
There we go.
23,
I
24,
can't get out.
25, 26, 27, 28, 29. You going to do anything right before it hits 30?
Getting out of the room.
I'm behind a wall.
Okay. So you hear another rumbly sound, but that's it.
Huh, hold on.
Okay.
I'm at the other lever. Can I pull it?
Oh my God.
All right. Do I do a roll?
No, you can just pull it. We'll go down here. The
All
bottom of the pool actually goes off into like the floor of the chamber, and now there's a much deeper layer of water. It's a much deeper pool, which if you want to, I guess you could peer into.
I am going to jump in and swim to the bottom.
Okay.
Trying to catch up to you.
Take an athletics check.
All right.
And you're reasonably waterproof, so we're not going to worry about little zaps or anything from.
Oh yeah.
Just because you're
Yeah,
a
I was
robot doesn't mean you can't.
I was infused with anaconda DNA for a reason.
No, you weren't.
But we'll talk about that after the game.
Okay, but you're not Venjix, so. So the pool is actually pretty deep, and you don't get quite all the way down there, but you do see that there's some kind of skeleton down there that does not look like a human or any animal you're familiar with. It looks like some kind of thing that you would probably call a demon.
All right. Is he clutching anything in his fist?
Nope. But I do want you to take a culture check.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
Well, there's a surprise. Oh, I guess I swim back up to the top.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the room with you.
So is
Same.
David.
All right, Claire.
Yeah.
Tell me what to do.
Timmy, do you
Well,
hear a stone on stone slam sound coming from the east?
Where's Timmy?
Where is Timmy? Oh my God, we lost Timmy.
I'm sorry, guys. I had to step away. IRL got involved for just a minute.
Oh.
But yeah,
No,
we'll
how
say
about you
Timmy
got
had a panic attack, and you guys didn't notice, and now he is alone in the.
we don't know where.
Yeah.
All right,
So
Claire and David,
just
you investigate
exploring.
this. I'm gonna go back and get Timmy.
We're not splitting up.
Agree to disagree.
Oh, I found Bonker.
You agree to disagree. I follow you,
Found him.
Claire.
I got him. Look, I'm
Bonker.
escorting Timmy back to where we are. Okay, that's basic safety.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. IRL poked its head in for just a second. I had to deal
That's
with
all right.
it.
All right. So Claire, I saw a demon skeleton at the bottom of this pool.
Creepy. Can you describe it in more detail than just demon?
No, I'm kind of racist against demons, so they all look alike to me.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right, we'll unpack that later.
Okay.
That's probably not good. Okay, but we've got everybody. We heard a slamming noise.
No, only Timmy did.
Only Timmy did.
Coming from the chamber with the pyramid.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounded like my cat just knocked my microphone off the stand.
Oh my god, the
yeah.
Sphinx!
But yeah, Timmy's interested in this person, this skeleton of a demon. He wants to see it for himself. So
All right.
Just don't touch it.
he's gonna take a dive.
All right, take an athletics check. See how far down there you get.
Good at that. Come on, roll.
Roll. Let it roll.
Okay, you do manage to make it all the way down there, and there is a skeleton that has horns that come up from its head off what should be like clavicles, but they just extend up into like horn-like structures. It's like it has big old claws and sort of like the goat foot thing going on.
Can I poke it?
You may.
I poke it.
It is now officially poked.
I'm gonna try to grab it and bring it up.
Okay. Let's do a brawn check on that one.
I'm also good at that. I think I'm actually better at that than I am. Yeah, well, no, I'm the same.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you managed to haul some of it up to the surface.
Did I at least get its head?
Yes.
Okay.
So everyone else sees Timmy surface with a big old demon like torso, arm, and head.
Why would you pull that up?
Because, I mean, I didn't want anybody else who wanted to see it to have to swim down there.
How does that help us find?
That's extremely
Gary.
disrespectful. Don't you know this is a tomb?
It's a
The heck?
demon.
How do we help? How does that help us find Gary?
It's a
I
tomb
don't
that's a
know.
trap for demons, but somehow it's an archaeological site.
It's
still an archaeological site no matter what, because it's
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you-
I
May
didn't
I
say I
remind
had
you-
problems messing with the archaeology. I just have problems disrespecting people.
Remember, may I remind you that an individual from earlier.
You guys have not convinced Timmy not to touch things in the temple.
That's on you.
All right, guys.
That
You have
makes
used
sense.
up
My
a half
perception
an
is
hour
pretty
of your
low.
time in here.
Yeah.
Okay, we
another
got to keep
problem.
moving. I think we should go back to the pyramid room.
We should
Wait,
go
I
back
think we
to
should
the-
look in. Hold on. He just drug up the skeleton. I think we should look for any keys or magical jewels in it.
Nope. I'm not doing that. You can do what you want. I'll be around.
Oh, what do you got, Timmy?
I was just gonna say that I think we should go back to the Sphinx because that's the only thing that has reacted to us.
Perhaps we should look around this whole place and find the
Yeah.
where Gary's been put.
The pyramid did react when you pulled the lever.
Well,
I
yeah,
just-
but
I just pulled a lever that revealed this demon skeleton. So this clearly seems like I am supposed to interact with it. So I'm gonna try to bonk the demon skull open and see if there's a juicy nut inside this shell.
no.
Okay. Take a might check.
Mm,
Look, guys, I gotta take my bonking opportunities when I can get them.
yep, I understand. Okay.
There is now
Yeah.
a smashed demon skull, but nothing comes
Well,
out of it.
Now we know.
Did at least the horn survive? Timmy's
Sure,
gonna.
if you want to.
Yeah. Why don't you leave that behind?
They might come in handy.
So
You
you're
No, I won't take them from this place.
good.
You just
Please
don't know
do not.
when demon horns may come in handy.
Just make sure you don't remove anything from this place.
Well, I guess we can go back and investigate
Let's-
the Sphinx more.
Let's go. Let's move.
Sphinx and pyramid, I'm guessing.
We don't have all the time.
I'm
in
sorry, the
world.
pyramid. That's right. The
Yeah,
pyramid.
let's go check out the
They're right.
pyramid.
Very well. Let's
They're
go.
right next to each other, so.
You keep moving. We're running out of time.
This is the wrong room.
Whee! This
And
is kind of
yes,
fun.
the very erratic way I'm moving Timmy is a conscious choice.
Hey guys,
Okay.
be careful.
Where are
You
we
never
going?
know.
Does the Sphinx's eyes light up when I approach the?
What are you doing when you're approaching?
Oops. I went the wrong way. I'm sorry.
I'm just watching the Sphinx and like backing up towards the weapons table to see like if there's a time like when I get
There we
close
go.
enough, its eyes light up, or
Do you
if it's,
actually
like-
back into the table?
Yeah, I back up enough to where like my thighs and butt are touching the table.
Once you touch the table, the eyes light up.
Hmm. I thought it was reacting to the sacred feminine, so maybe I shouldn't have gotten my,
I don't know what that
my
means.
historical knowledge from Dan Brown.
I thought
Yeah, never get your
thought that-
historical knowledge from Dan Brown. Pro tip.
Yeah, rookie mistake.
Yeah.
I thought that maybe it had something to do with me looking like a cat. I don't know.
Bonker, are you about to go into that pyramid?
Where is Bunker?
I guess I can't bonk anything here, so I gotta like do everything the roundabout
There
way.
you go.
Well, you find yourself inside the pyramid, and you two are presented with a simple lever.
All right. Didn't Timmy already pull that?
You don't know.
Okay. Well, I leave the pyramid.
Okay.
I guess extrapolation.
I don't really know what else we're supposed to do with it.
There must be more rooms.
There's more rooms if we can head south out of the pyramid room.
There is a door to the east here.
There, to the
Let's go.
east?
Yeah, the southeast of the room. I did mention
To
it.
the west.
Can't really
Oh.
see it,
Well,
but it's
yeah,
there.
it's just I can't see it.
Yep. That's why I did say it, but it was pretty quick. You probably missed it. It's not a big deal.
All right.
Okay.
To the east.
So it's not this one, that's just south.
No, there's an actual door that's blocking your way.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh, now I understand. Can I open the door?
Yeah, give me a. Well, first, what do you want to do to try and open it?
Is there a door handle?
No. It is a big slab of stone.
Just a big old slab of
Wait.
stone. Oh!
Did you get it?
Can we pull the lever inside the pyramid again?
You can try.
Hmm.
Sounds like a Timmy job. So
Yeah.
Timmy's gonna
Okay.
All right, go on,
ahead
Timmy.
and
Okay.
pull the lever.
Get it.
All right. So Timmy, you pull the lever, and once again, the same columns and rows of lights light up, and they start to go out from right to left, top to bottom.
And once again,
30,
I do not want to be inside.
29,
Sorry,
28,
I don't get it.
27,
All right, I started
26,
running around everywhere looking for stuff.
25,
I'm keeping
24,
an eye on this door.
23,
Try to open the door. I guess.
22,
Push on it.
21, 19.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, 20. 19, 18,
Can I-
17.
While it's counting
16.
down, can I push on the door to see if it moves?
15. Yes, it doesn't. 14.
Okay.
Yes, it doesn't.
I
13.
dive to the bottom of the pool again.
12. 11.
You hear me?
10. Yeah, you're at the bottom of the pool. 9.
Okay, nothing happened.
8.
Okay.
7.
I'm confused.
6. 5.
Was this door
4,
open up here?
3. 2. 1. And we'll be back next week. Or, well, 2 weeks.
Boo.
All right.
Right around that 2-hour mark, and that's a good cliffhanger. So, yeah. You guys have used up about a half an hour of time. You guys have another hour and a half or so, or sorry, 2.5 hours to find Gary. And we're going to find out, sorry, what happens at the end of that countdown with people in the room when we come back.
Yeah.
It might be horrifying.
It might be a door.
It could also be a door. So guys, thank you very much. Does anyone want to plug anything before they get out of here? Any channels or other stuff that they want to talk about?
Yeah, I really quick, just gonna say, go check out World of Akala. We took an off week this week, but I think we have something later on this week with Zoomy DMing a one shot.
Cool.
I'm not the best scheduling person, as you can tell from me being late today, but yeah, just go give us a sub real quick. I'm pretty sure you put them in the description, right?
I believe I did. Let me double check. So the description has the World of Akala 5e Power Rangers game. It has the Discord for this game. So members of who aren't actually playing, members of the public, you can join, and we'll be in there periodically. You can chat with us. You can chat about the game. There's also I believe what's this channel? Hold on. There's a channel there.
Batch is in the chat confirming that it is not this week.
Okay. My main channel is in there, and Maddie's channel is in there, and let me double check what this channel is, because now I forgot. I don't think I explained it very well in those settings. Yeah, so okay, Power Rangers Project Squadron, which also does actual plays of this particular game with this rule set, as opposed to Batch's game, which is using 5e rules with some homebrew for Power Rangers. So those are the links that are in the description. Anyone else have anything they want to plug?
No. Other than Guns, Magic, and Steel next Wednesday.
There you go. Okay, so Guns, Magic, and Steel is going to be in Cheshire Vic's channel. On my main channel, tomorrow at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, I am premiering the Jewish Matt Powell Part 3. If you're not familiar with Matt Powell, he is a Christian creationist, and he is extremely dumb and genocidal. And I found his Jewish counter. Well, no, I didn't find, to be fair. One of my viewers from Israel was aware of his Jewish counterpart and then sent me a link to one of his lectures that happened to be in English, because I know very little Hebrew. Certainly not enough to follow a lecture, even at all. I basically can't listen to Hebrew and understand anything, and I can barely read any of it. I usually have to look up basically every word in a dictionary. That's about where my Hebrew is. Let's see. So that is on the 2nd. On the 4th, I think I'm actually going to be doing a Pride Month special, because it's Pride Month as of today. So I'm thinking about actually going through the etymology and history of the words sex and gender, and how they've changed, and why some people find that confusing, and why other people are confused about why they find that confusing, as well as also perhaps take a look at things like the evolution of gender systems in languages, and let's take a look at the evolution of English pronouns over time, and talk about why that has become something that is now a topic of conversation, whereas it really wasn't just a few decades ago. No one was talking about pronouns a few decades ago as far as a social issue. I'm going to take a look at all that stuff, and I'm going to point out reasons why some people are confused, other people are confused about the confusion, all that stuff. I think that's what's going to be on the 4th. That is not 100% confirmed. I have to look and see if there's enough good research I can do that I can bring that and have a really good conversation. It could end up just being a pre-recorded thing that I release on Saturday. But anyway, that's the current plan, is I'm looking into doing that. Tuesday, the 7th, will be Kent with Bent 84. Then the 8th, Guns, Magic, and Steel. Go watch that. The 9th will be the Gentile Matt Powell. Because after doing 3 episodes of the Jewish Matt Powell, I had to do 1 episode on the Gentile Matt Powell. I'll leave it up to your imagination who the Gentile Matt Powell might be. I have no idea what's on the 11th, but on the 14th, we're doing Kent with Bent 85 with Maddie. And it's going to be a birthday stream, because it's my birthday.
Yeah.
So if you
I'm
want to come...
excited.
So yeah, Kent with Bent always starts at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, unless Maddie has a scheduling conflict, which she might, so we might have to change that a little bit on that day. That's okay. Maddie, let me know.
Will do.
But that goes for about 2 hours. It'll be a combination Kent with Bent drinking game plus a birthday stream. I might do some other birthday stuff, but anyway. Yeah, so come hang out for my birthday, say happy birthday or something. I don't know. Other than that, guys, we are out of here. And of course, if you're watching this from the far future, sorry about all this nonsense that already happened with all the scheduling stuff. But anyway, let's get out of here with our outro. And I just want to make sure that I actually have it properly set up. Because you know what? I probably don't. I feel like I usually don't. But it looks like this time I do. So bye, everybody.